Hey guys, welcome back to Riding with Cash. Hope you're well and safe. So today we're going to talk about Tentacle E. Now, what is this? It's actually a recorder, on-body recorder. And most of the time, a lot of feedback that I'd get from all the people listening to the logs would sometimes they can't hear me. Now, my sound can go up and down based on the excitement levels, and sometimes in riding, it's very windy. And then so most of the conversation is captured over the wind. It's very hard to put in production, so you gotta kill it with music. So what you're getting right now is actually camera sound. But moving on, I'll wear this one. It's pretty simple, on my body, or put it in the pocket and plug it in the mic jack. Turn the recorder on. There we go. It's on. Put it in. It has an SD card. What this does, you get clear sound. So the experience that I'm experiencing on a motorcycle, where I'm talking, or I'm sometimes very soft-spoken at times, sometimes I'm very high-pitched, this kind of helps us clearly have the conversation. So I'm fully wired up with the new Tentacle device. It's a sound device, which kind of, I can talk to the narrative and to what I'm seeing on the bike. I'm completely wired up. It's hidden. It's sitting inside. The wires are running in there. Microphones are in there. Especially when the bike's running, to see if you get a sound of the wind or if I can actually have a conversation. It's supposed to work actually pretty well with this kind of stuff. So we're testing it out. Let's see if it works. On now, so let's see if you guys can get this experience what I'm feeling. So right in front of me is one of the beaches. We just bought cross North Shore. It's a big John Hancock Center you've seen in multiple videos. But again, this heat is just right enough to enjoy a motorcycle ride. But anything hotter than this would be brutal. Plus I'm not wearing a jacket today. Usually I wear a jacket, it's part of the safety as well, but this kind of heat is just very unbearable. Especially in an urban city ride, you can still, play it safe, have the right boots and right gloves and helmet on. But it's totally fantastic. Now these traffic jams are very normal, especially in summertime because everybody slows down and enjoys the city. But they're passing the city. It's fun. And there's no point in chasing it because, it won't make any difference. I mean, you can zigzag your way through, technically not allowed. So you do a proper lane crossing and sort of, cutting it between all vehicles. You're not supposed to do that. That's totally illegal. Except in California, I believe. When you're stuck in front of a big mid-sized truck in there, obviously you're not having fun, but it's just beautiful visuals. It's one of the most beautiful cities, especially in summertime. I took the odds of keeping on Lakeshore. I'm going to take the odds of going on Michigan. I'm going to sit better off sticking to Lakeshore and going down Western. My idea is to go on the dealerships to pick up an oil filter so I can do the oil change on his motorcycle. That's your boat festival. Oh my god. So, look at the guy on that jet, jet ski or a jet fly, just flying around with that water. Like, whoa, he took a big dive right in there. Amazing. All the skidoos, water, birds, and boats out there. That's fantastic. Interestingly, I was reading about Spinoza, the big rationalist. The question was, he explained what is God. My idea is to go enjoy life, love, feel, get the pulse of it. It's all inside you, buddy. That's just Spinoza rationalization.
at the lady. Nice. This bike is not obviously an adventure bike, so I gotta watch. Look at that. Big pothole. Most of the riders, they would ride early in the mornings, or they would, ride really late in the evenings. Night riding is usually not a great idea, especially when some of the larger vehicles in the United States cannot see. So try to stick to cooler periods, because you don't want too cold. I think I'm too hot, so you gotta find a balance somewhere. I'm gonna go straight on stage, or maybe go left. Now that's the IDB Wells Drive. We talked about in an earlier episode. They commemorated her with that, statue. So that's the actual highway they got renamed. It was actually originally was called Congress Way. Now it's called IDB Wells Drive. It actually has all the federal. And then down straight on the road is the stock exchange. You go right underneath it. The road that goes underneath it. And the whole building is stock exchange. And this IDB Wells actually becomes 290. Merged into 290. Oh, the same guy. The same guy on the street that was when Biden won. Way back in November last year. Let's see what he has today. That's the same guy, right? That's the same guy the day when Biden won. Way back in November 6th. I was riding out that day, he had a different card. Let's see what he has today. Oh no, that's good. It's alright. Hey buddy. Perfect. There's an opportunity here. You usually never get a red light here, but today is the first time I got one. Usually they let you slow but we are right on the Chicago Stock. That's a walkway that goes right into the station. And the station is designed for all the commuters that live outside the city. All the people that come into the city to work. It's one of the leading stations down that track. And oh yeah, this is straight going to the highway. Perfect. Woohoo! There we go. There's one more ride out there. There's one more car. Oh, the green. What I think there is. Most of these guys generally have a plan. You get some kind of message. Windy day like this, you know, when you have so much wind, you gotta put your visor down. And visor does help you not to create that sun mark. So when you look at your face, you have this helmet mark that you get because of too much sun. Make sure you have some sunscreen at least, something that protects you. Some people are used to wearing glasses, right? Nice glasses, but I don't enjoy them because there are times I just don't want them. They're sweating. And if I could, I could just keep the visor on. Or at high speeds, your eyes start, tearing up. And also, fear of some dust particle going into your eye. There's a happy camper here. So dust goes in your eyes, and then it gets bad. Trying to recover from there. So I try and have it putting the visor up and down as I stop and go. So a lot of things are the maintenance here. You can see big potholes under this bridge. You gotta watch when you ride a motorcycle here. And these guys are fixing it. It's good. Now I've realized most of the motorcycle shops or the camera shops always tucked away in the, I'd say, reasonable parts of the neighborhood. The reason being is they've got the cost. It's so competitive. You got a nice bike here. Hello. And then BMWs and you name it. Haha, look at that. Oh, this is the bike haven.
How can I help you guys today?
Well, this needs the oil change. I don't know. You guys can't take me in, so I don't know how to do it myself. Can you guys take me in?
Oh God.
Just a bunch. So this brand new bike has been a couple hundred miles on it.
Hey guys, there was a ride with Tentacle on. Now what I did not have on is the microphone's outside on the body, and the recorder was on me. Now this recorder actually is very special because it actually sends a time code. It was designed to send a time code originally because every picture when you shoot has a time code on it. So you sync the time and sound together, makes it much easier to edit. It's editor's dream, and then you clean up the sound and you sound better. Now, if you put a windsock on, it cuts the wind noise on. It looks like a little bug. It's a piece of cloth. It sits on top of the microphone, and it gets better. Now, part of the other idea would be to actually put the microphone inside the helmet. It'll cut out the wind sound, but you can't hear the bike or the surrounding. But you may hear me breathing, and you do some work on there to cut out the breathing part. And it's also some more additional setups you have to do while you have this kind of recorders on. It usually gets on and off through an app on a phone.
So you hit the record button, make sure you have a recording, the recording is on, you see a bunch of lights on your recorder. We don't have to worry about the gain part of this in this situation because, you know, in a professional field recorder, you manage the gain. This one already has a 32-bit gain built in, so when you put it on the editing table, you can change the sound depending on what gain you want. So it definitely adds value to what you're producing out there. Definitely adds value to when you're on the bike with high speed. You can still have a conversation what you're experiencing because if you experience something, you miss the moment, and then you put the editing when you're editing the whole film together, you forgot how you experienced that. But this one will actually capture that reaction in live, and then actually sync it with what you're shooting. And it can be, you can have the same idea with multiple cameras as well. The beauty is it comes with a software which allows you some kind of easier syncing with the picture, the sound. Makes life a bit easier and better. And that's what it does. So maybe in future as I start using this more and more, you'll know the difference between the way I used the microphones on the camera itself, or I used an additional recorder on top of it to actually catch the experience much better. So that's what it is about Tentacle E. Keep watching, keep enjoying, keep subscribing, keep sharing. Till then, see you next time. It just what happened is I got it. It's just sitting there for so many months. I took it out.
How many miles are on it?
300, 400, something like that.
You're approaching that 600-mile service. Just remember
That's the reason I'm getting it in.
That's a super important one.
If you like
Because
watching
all
Riding with
Enfields, they
Kash,
have to readjust
hit subscribe
the miles.
I know. That's
and
the
join
reason
me on the
I
next
got it.
ride.
What's the name?
My name's John. What's your name?
Cash.
Cash?
It's like money. Oh, no, it's easy to remember. It's with the K though. I got it. Sweet. And then I just thought for it, and you just got it. I mean, it's a 2040. It's sitting in the garage. I think it's at 600 miles. See, I live in Canada, so my plan is if I want to ride it, because I did the Himalayan too. I want to try this one too. All the way to Toronto and back. Can you do it before 4? Can you do it before? Yeah.